Welcome to the Morality Matters YouTube channel. Today we delve into the profound philosophy of doing good to others and how goodness will come back to you. The very act of kindness, of extending ourselves beyond our own needs and desires to touch the lives of others, creates a ripple effect that extends far beyond the immediate act. It's a beautiful cycle, a harmonious dance of giving and receiving that enriches both the giver and the receiver. Let's explore some timeless quotes that embody this beautiful principle. This quote by Aesop, the ancient Greek storyteller, reminds us that every act of kindness, no matter how seemingly insignificant, holds immense power. Aesop's fables have been passed down through generations, teaching us valuable lessons about human nature and the importance of compassion. Imagine a world where a simple smile brightens someone's day, where a friendly gesture can turn a stranger into a friend. These small moments of connection can transform our daily lives, making our communities warmer and more welcoming. Picture a place where holding a door open for a stranger sparks a chain reaction of courteous gestures. One act of kindness can inspire others to follow suit, creating a ripple effect that spreads positivity and goodwill. It's easy to underestimate the impact of our actions, to think that a small act of kindness will get lost in the grand scheme of things. In our busy lives, we might overlook these moments, not realizing their true significance. But the truth is, even the smallest pebble can create ripples that spread far and wide across a pond. Just like in nature, our actions have a way of reaching further than we might expect, touching lives in ways we may never see. When we choose kindness, we set in motion a chain of events that can have a profound impact on the lives of others, even in ways we may never fully comprehend. Each act of kindness, no matter how small, contributes to a larger tapestry of goodwill, weaving together a community that thrives on empathy and mutual support. So, let us remember that no act of kindness is ever wasted, and strive to make the world a better place, one small gesture at a time. Mahatma Gandhi, the revered leader of India's independence movement, offers us a profound insight into the nature of self-discovery. His words resonate through time, reminding us that true fulfillment and understanding of oneself often come from looking beyond our own needs and desires. It seems paradoxical, doesn't it? To find yourself, you must lose yourself. This idea challenges our conventional thinking, urging us to step outside our comfort zones and embrace a path less traveled. But in the act of serving others, of placing their needs before our own, we tap into a wellspring of compassion and empathy that connects us to something larger than ourselves. This connection fosters a sense of belonging and purpose that is often missing in our individualistic pursuits. When we shift our focus from our own desires to the needs of others, we begin to see the world through a different lens. This new perspective allows us to appreciate the beauty in human connections and the impact of our actions on the lives of others. We develop a deeper understanding of our own values, our strengths, and our capacity for love and compassion. These qualities, often hidden beneath the surface, emerge as we engage in acts of kindness and generosity. In the service of others, we discover the true meaning of selflessness, and in doing so, we find our true selves. This journey of self-discovery through service is not just about helping others, it's about transforming ourselves into more empathetic, compassionate, and fulfilled individuals. By losing ourselves in the service of others, we gain a richer, more meaningful understanding of life. We realize that our true identity is intertwined with the well-being of those around us, and in this realization, we find a profound sense of peace and purpose. Winston Churchill, the iconic British Prime Minister, eloquently contrasts two fundamental aspects of human existence: material acquisition and the act of giving. In the tapestry of life, we often find ourselves pursuing material wealth, striving for financial security and the comforts it can provide. But true fulfillment, the kind that nourishes our souls and leaves an enduring legacy, stems from what we give, not from what we accumulate. When we give of ourselves, whether it's our time, our resources, or simply our love and compassion, we invest in something far more meaningful than material possessions. We invest in the well-being of others, in the betterment of our communities, and ultimately, in the creation of a more just and compassionate world. Chapter 4. Kindness is the language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Mark Twain, the celebrated American author and humorist, paints a vivid picture of the universal power of kindness. Imagine a language that transcends the barriers of spoken words, a language that speaks directly to the heart, a language that can be understood by all, regardless of physical limitations or cultural differences. That language is kindness. A warm smile, a helping hand, a listening ear. These are the gestures that speak volumes, conveying empathy, compassion, and understanding in a way that words often cannot. Kindness is a universal language that has the power to bridge divides, heal wounds, and foster connections that transcend our differences. Chapter 5. The fragrance always stays in the hand that gives the rose. This simple yet profound statement carries a deep wisdom that transcends time and culture. Hada Bejar, a contemporary poet, uses the fragrant imagery of a rose to illustrate a profound truth about kindness. It benefits the giver as much as the receiver. The act of giving, whether it be a rose or a kind word, leaves a lasting impression on the giver. When we offer a rose to another, the sweet fragrance lingers on our fingers long after the rose has been given away. This lingering scent is a metaphor for the lasting impact of our kind actions. Similarly, when we perform acts of kindness, the positive energy we put out into the world has a way of returning to us, enriching our own lives in the process. Acts of kindness create ripples that extend far beyond the initial gesture, touching lives in ways we may never fully understand. Kindness is not a zero-sum game, it's an abundant force that multiplies with every act of giving. Each act of kindness, no matter how small, contributes to a larger tapestry of goodwill and compassion. By choosing kindness, we not only brighten the lives of others, but we also cultivate a sense of inner peace, joy, and fulfillment within ourselves. The simple act of being kind can transform our outlook on life, making us more empathetic and connected to those around us. In a world that often feels divided, kindness is a powerful unifying force that brings us closer together. Chapter 6. You cannot do a kindness too soon, for you never know how soon it will be too late. Ralph Waldo Emerson, the influential American essayist and poet, reminds us of the urgency of kindness. Life is fleeting, and we never know when an opportunity to make a difference in someone's life will pass us by. We may be tempted to put off acts of kindness, thinking we'll get around to them someday. But someday is a slippery slope, and all too often, it never comes. Let us not delay in extending a helping hand, offering words of encouragement, or simply letting our loved ones know how much we care. The time for kindness is always now. Princess Diana, the beloved people's princess, encourages us to embrace the power of paying it forward. Imagine a world where acts of kindness are performed not out of obligation or the expectation of recognition, but simply because it's the right thing to do. When we approach kindness with this spirit of selflessness, we create a ripple effect of generosity and compassion that can touch countless lives. We may never know the full impact of our actions, but we can trust that by putting goodness out into the world, we are contributing to a more compassionate and caring society. Amelia Earhart, the pioneering aviator, uses a powerful analogy to convey the expansive nature of kindness. Imagine a single act of kindness as a seed planted in fertile ground. From that one seed, roots spread out in all directions, drawing nourishment and strength from the surrounding soil. In time, those roots give rise to new trees, each capable of producing its own seeds and perpetuating the cycle of growth and abundance. Kindness operates in much the same way. A single act of compassion can inspire others to follow suit, creating a ripple effect that spreads far and wide, transforming lives and communities in the process. William Wordsworth, the celebrated English Romantic poet, reminds us that true goodness often lies in the small, everyday acts of kindness that often go unnoticed. It's easy to get caught up in grand gestures and seeking recognition and accolades for our good deeds. But the true measure of a life well lived is often found in the quiet, unassuming acts of love and compassion that we offer to others, without any expectation of reward or recognition. These are the acts that flow naturally from a heart filled with love and empathy, the acts that make the world a brighter and more beautiful place, one small gesture at a time. Maya Angelou, the celebrated American poet and activist, highlights the reciprocal nature of giving and receiving. When we give freely, without resentment or expectation of something in return, we open ourselves up to the joy of selfless giving. And when we receive with gratitude, acknowledging the kindness of others with an open heart, we complete the circle of giving and receiving, creating a virtuous cycle that uplifts everyone involved. In the dance of giving and receiving, both the giver and the receiver are enriched, their spirits nourished by the simple yet profound act of human connection. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed these quotes and found inspiration, please subscribe to the Morality Matters YouTube channel for more quotes and inspirations. Remember, doing good to others brings goodness back to you. Until next time, keep spreading kindness.